friends and ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Fallen Artemis to the desk. Congratulations, sir, on your victory today. Back-to-back games on the Udyr himself. Very well done. Very well done. Oh yeah, absolutely. So when you were given the Udyr there in game 2, what was the kind of conversation that was generated, and how did you guys know that was the route you were going to take again?
We picked Udyr, and then we just picked speed.
I want to go fast, mama.
That was it, pretty much.
The Ford F-150 has its comp designed for all of us.
We saw Caitlyn was picked, Caitlyn Maokai, I'm pretty sure, and then we're just like, it's an Udyr Sivir angle. So that's what we did.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved the Sivir pick with it as well, because it does enable that Udyr to be even faster. So honestly, just good drafting, I think, overall from your squad. But I do want to talk a little bit kind of about the history over the last couple of weeks here. It was a rough week 1 for Omega Gaming Unleashed. Some mixed results there in week 2, but here in week 3, you guys are really starting to put the pedal to the metal. I do believe this is your 6th or 7th win in a row. So how does that feel right now after kind of figuring out things there in week 1 and coming out of the gate so strongly here in week 2 and 3?
It feels pretty good. The first couple of weeks were like pretty hard, I'd say. Like we got like some pretty strong teams.
Mm-hmm.
We got like the strongest teams aside from Glaive in the first couple of weeks. This one, like on paper, like the rosters were like easier. So like that felt pretty good to get like an easier week. And then now we have Glaive next week as well. But we're starting to mesh a lot and get things down. We're being able to figure out the comps that we're playing and the play styles.
Yes, absolutely. And talking about Glaive Esports for a second. I don't know if you watched any of the matchups that they had this week against Meme City Esports, but they were pretty handedly defeated in what was kind of a surprising matchup for our 2 top teams in the Excellency Mid League. So does that give you a little more optimism going into next week?
I think Glaive's always going to be pretty strong to play against. Like, we've played against them in scrims a while back. Like, that was a couple months ago, like maybe a month or 2, and like we didn't like it was pretty like even. Like, we didn't have like that much trouble, but like they're still really strong, and like they're really like they're still a scary opponent to face. So we're definitely not like going in there like thinking that we're gonna win. But like, it's gonna be like an exciting match to play.
Absolutely. I'm gonna throw it on over to Mac Dewey if he has any questions for you.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, my man. Fallen Artemis, thank you so much for joining us for the post-game interview. I do have to ask, after seeing that Udyr performance, nay, domination, were you an Udyr player before he's kind of sprung back into the meta?
No.
No, so this is you're just sending it. It's all speed, all forward fusion action.
All gas, no break.
I never
baby.
touched Udyr before the pro players started playing it. I've always hated the champion. I've always been playing against it. I've always thought it was a very I don't know what the word to say, but like I always hated playing against it because I feel like you can just do whatever you want on the champion because that's just Udyr.
Yeah,
it's very hard to play against. And now that the pro players are playing it, and now it seems very strong. It's very fun playing it, especially with like a full speed comp.
When everything starts lining up for you like that, you guys made it look too easy. I am kind of curious. A lot of the time, especially in that first game, we saw so much chaining of CC. How do you guys develop that kind of synergy in the game to just line everything up perfectly, especially like that first mid lane dive in game number 1 there with the Rift Herald, and throughout that first match and even a little bit in the second game, everything was clicking for you guys. What do you think has been kind of the biggest factor in helping you guys gel together like that?
For that game specifically, or that series, I literally just walk next to them. I tell them that they're stunned, and we go from there. I'm not joking, by the way. I do literally just walk next to someone and say they're stunned and hit them.
Fallen, I want you to explain to me like basic champion abilities like that. Just do an entire roster audiobook of all these characters and explain these characters, 'cause you're doing it fantastic.
Uh, aside from that, like that's actually a semi-serious answer. Like that's actually what I do, but like
Yeah.
it just takes time to gel
Mhm.
like that,
Mhm.
and I think we're like starting to get to that point.
Well,
um,
you guys looked great on the Rift. Fallen, before we let you go, I do want to give you the opportunity for any shout outs you want to give out after today's matches.
My coach or co-coach, I guess, because Ray's also a coach, but my coach Toad, he was not here tonight, but he was giving us the energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He had to work or something. I'm pretty sure he had to work, and like he was just exhausted once he got home. But I'm excited to play against McShootums next week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk to him that much, and like I don't really interact with him, but he's always been like a tough opponent to play against in previous teams I played versus him.
Right.
And then I'm gonna shout out Princeton for always taking my blue buffs. I really want one of them, so just please give me one.
Well, he put it to good use, so I can't fault him too much for that on the desk. Nevertheless, Artemis, thank you so much for joining us here, and congratulations on a very solid week.
Thank you. Have a good night.